What's going on, guys? Mike, aka Crypto Jewels. We got a lot of action today, green in the crypto markets. So I'm going to dive into Trias and also just quickly look at Bitcoin as well while looking at Trias. So I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I do this for entertainment and educational purposes only. Let's see what's going on with Trias. All right. So if you guys actually watch these videos, the last video I did, which happened to be yesterday, talked about my bull and my bear scenario. Bear scenario being this here, which is my bias and still is my bias until this gets completely invalidated. But at the same time, I'm not stupid enough or arrogant enough to think that I'm, 100% correct all the time. So as I mentioned in my last video, this zone here, this 1050 level, this white support and resistance level has historically been resistance, and has not actually really yet acted as support. It was resistance here, and resistance here. It broke resistance, but it has failed to hold as support. So right now it's broke back above it. So let's see if this time it actually is able to reclaim that 1050 zone as support and trade above it. So this is the 12-hour, guys. I told you I'm not going to FOMO into this thing if it breaks over. So just because it's broken over, I'm not FOMOing in. I'm not buying yet. I will buy on a retest of this level of 1050 with a stop loss in case it gets rejected and goes the opposite way and ends up doing what I have this count doing right now, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a 5 wave down to 575 to 650. I took away my target down here at $4 right now. I'm going to go ahead and assume that this is actually a 3 wave, a 3 wave of our 5 wave C. I had this as a micro 3, and then having a 3 down, a 4, and then a 5. But I think this is probably more than likely an actual 3 wave. And then you got your WXY to create your 4 wave. And then you'll have one more leg down to be a 4 wave, 5 wave to complete the C wave. That's still my bias, but I could be wrong. And I'm going to trade it as if I'm wrong by buying a retest at 1050, as it come down and retest that. So also my bull scenario. So the bullish case that I have is that this is actually a 1-2-1-2 setup, which if this is the case, and this is a 1-2-1-2 setup, Trias is going to fly and it's going to have an extended wave 3 taking us to, I've got it over $320. I've got it at $321 if this indeed is a 1-2-1-2. And then the 5 wave, could probably extend over, $500. So that is, and guys, also, if this is the situation too, if this count is right, and we're looking at an ABC and we do go down to 575, this thing's still going over $100. Either way, from a macro standpoint, these charts are both bullish. On a high time frame, macro standpoint, this cycle, these things are both bullish. This just happens to have more downside than this one. This one is saying that we're in a 1-2-1-2 instead of an ABC. So obviously I would prefer this setup because once I finally buy back in here, I'm gonna, it's gonna, more than likely your wave 3 is gonna be higher here than it would be in this situation. So, this being the bull count, you're looking at a 1-2-1-2, and the corrective structure looks like this. It was a WXYXZ, and now we will be impulsive. So 2 scenarios, either we're impulsive here or we are going to get rejected again, just like we did here in, it's early December. So we're either going to get rejected here and head back down to my original target, or we will be impulsive and we'll be looking at this count. So, it's going to be one or the other. And like I said, from a trading standpoint, I will rebuy or retest here at 1050. Not right now. I want the daily to close above this first. So I'm not going to buy above here right now. I want the daily to close above here, and then I want to retest. So I'm not just going to buy right now, FOMO in, and hope that it doesn't wick and this thing doesn't just get, crapped on. As far as Bitcoin goes, this is how I see Bitcoin. So I think I just think we're pumping, guys. I think we're going to go up, and I think we're going to have basically this little ABC wave of this count of this 5-wave structure. I think we're on a 1, 2, 3, and this is a 4, and then we're going to have an ABC, and then we're going to complete our 5. So that's the way I'm seeing this right now. So that would complete our C, and that would complete this entire wave on Bitcoin. So I see Bitcoin going up to 50, 55, 56,000 bucks, something like that, and then finally retracing down for its final leg, which, if you look at my daily chart, I drew this path back in early December, so 22 days ago. I had thought that this thing was going to basically have some sort of price action like this. That's exactly what it's still doing. It looks very similar to this last bottom here. We've got a divergence on the RSI. We've got a divergence on the RSI again over here. So all in all, this thing's looking very similar. I expect a pump up, and then I expect it to dump back down again. And when it does that, all of these coins, all these altcoins are going to share the same fate. And they're going to, in my opinion, from what I can see right now, unless obviously these counts are wrong, I think we're still in store for some downside. And I am right now just trading these and, collecting profits as I go in anticipation for what I believe will be one more final wave down. Hopefully that helps. See y'all later.